Alright, so we've caught a chocobo. And now it's time to cross the desert here. So, with the chocobo, you're actually fast enough to outrun the snake. So you see the snake will chase us, but there's no way he can catch us on this thing. That's the only way you can cross the desert safely. I remember when I saw that for the very first time playing this game, that like blew my mind. Not so much now that I know how to defeat that snake on my own, but I remember when I tried to fight that snake for the first time, I just got totally wrecked. And then we come up here and you see that Sephiroth just like staked that thing. It was just like, whoa. So hardcore. Alright, I think we're good to go here. Cloud has sadness on him. Do I want that? That doesn't really matter for the time being. We want our materia set up to be kind of a specific way here. We're gonna want to equip her the enemy skill materia for now. Oh, we're gonna want to give Chocomog Elemental to Cloud's Sword. So get rid of Elemental, give her enemy skill, give him Elemental, and then restore all. Let's keep Chocobo lore on him for now because we want to level that up. Later on in the game, we're going to be doing a lot more Chocobo catching, and the higher the Chocobo lore is, the better chance we have of encountering a Chocobo in some areas where they're harder to find. Even though you're running on the tracks, you're not guaranteed to find one. The higher this is, the better the chances of finding one. So we want to keep leveling that up. Also have Cloud with Steel. We're going to need him to steal something here. So we got her with enemy skill. Don't want cover on her. I guess we'll just go without cover for now. Okay, we should be good to go. So there's an enemy skill I want to learn in this area, as well as an item I want to steal. So let's come up to the left first. Climb up this thing here. That might have been a little tricky to see. I'll show you guys how to do something pretty useful. First, use this long-range materia we just picked up on Eris. And since we have her in the back row right now, which will, make it so she takes less damage, if you put the long-range materia on her, it's going to give you the same attack power from the back row as you would have in the front row. So now there's no reason to keep her in the front row unless we wanted to build up her limit or something. At the moment, we don't need to do that. So that's pretty useful materia. One thing you guys can do if you're having trouble knowing like where you can go is you press the select button and you see that green arrow there. Green arrows indicate things that you can climb, and red arrows indicate like exits from the area that you're in. So that can kind of help you to navigate the maps because they're kind of hard to see sometimes, like where you need to go. Okay, this is the battle we want. We have Eris with the enemy skill materia, so use Matra magic. That will kill everyone except the guy in the back row, which is exactly what we want. The guy in the back row has an enemy skill we want to learn. It may take me a little time to get him to use it on Eris, because he has to use it on Eris since Eris has the enemy skill equipped. So hopefully he'll do it quickly for us. If not, we'll just keep curing and waiting on him. So okay, that's the skill we want him to use, but we need him to use it on Eris. So I will skip ahead to when that happens. Okay, there we go. We finally got him to do it. Sometimes it'll take him a while, but got him to do it finally there. So there we go. We learned the enemy skill we wanted to learn. Get them to use their limit breaks. we go. Alright, let's head up here and grab a couple more treasures. Grab an ether here. And this chest, which contains a tent. That's all we can do here, so let's leave this area. Now in this area there's an enemy we can encounter that I want to steal an item from. So I might have to look around a bit for him, but we'll get him eventually. Or we'll just get him on the first try. Awesome. Alright, I'll kill one of them and leave the other alive for now. Just so we don't have to mess with two of them at once. Oh, come on. Come on, just kill him. Kill him, please. There we go. Now we just want the cloud to steal from this guy. I'll skip ahead to when he gets the item. There, finally! Oh my gosh! Okay, the grand gloves were what we were looking to steal. It's a weapon for Tifa. It's way better than what she has now, but holy crap, that took forever. That was... I'm kidding you, that was taking so long. As you probably can tell, I switched battles. I leveled Cloud up once, just so that he could have a better chance of stealing, and then got into another battle with those enemies. Because I must have been trying to steal that thing for like 15 minutes, and like he would not steal it. It was crazy. Finally got it though, so let's just forget that ever happened and move on. Looks like this is a new member to the Turks, Elena. Alright, so before we leave, I just want to let you guys in on, well, it's not really a secret, but a tip. Up in this area, aside from there being a couple of really good items we can pick up, this area right here is also the best area in the whole game for acquiring limit breaks. So I mentioned this back in one of the early episodes, but I'll mention it again now just to explain how the mechanics work. So in order to unlock the first limit break within a tier, so the first limit break in level 2 or the first limit break in level 3, you have to kill a certain number of enemies. It's like well over 100 enemies before you can unlock it. This area makes it very easy to do that because every battle you come across, there will be either 4 or 5 enemies in the group, and you can use the enemy skill Mithril Magic to just wipe them out. So it's a very fast way to get a lot of enemy kills for a character and acquire their next level, their next tier limit break. So I'll show you exactly how that goes. Let's cure everybody real fast. Right now I have the enemy skill materia on Eris. So she needs a certain number of kills before she can unlock the first limit break in the second level. So here we have a group of 4 enemies. Go to enemy skill, Mithril Magic. That's all you have to do. It will kill all of them in one hit. If she'll ever, get the attack off. All of these enemies seem to be faster than us. There we go. Boom. So within 5 minutes tops, you'll unlock her next limit break. And you can keep doing that for all of your characters. This is the best place to do this in, and we can get up to the level 2 limit breaks for every single one of our characters so far. So I recommend doing that for 2 reasons. One, it's just such a great place to do it. I would not suggest passing it up. But secondly, we're going to need a lot more gil for what we're going to be doing in the next part. And fighting this many battles is going to win you a lot of money. So we need a lot of money for the next part of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off screen, and I will see you guys back here in just a minute. Alright, there we go. We got Cloud's second tier of limit breaks, and he was the last one. So I'll show you guys how to set that real quick. You have to come in here to the limit menu, click on set, and then move over to the tier that you want to use. So when you set it to tier 2, that means that Blade Beam is now the only limit break that's available to us. You can't, it's not like you get them on top of each other. It's not like when the limit comes up, we'll now have a choice between all 3 of them that we've unlocked. No. You have to choose which tier you want to use, and then you only have the ones that are inside of that tier available to you to use. So now Blade Beam is the only limit break that Cloud can use now that we have that set. That ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I had not killed nearly as many enemies up to this point as I thought I had, so we have a lot of money, way more than we need to cover us for the next part. Don't go back down. And I've actually unlocked everyone's. I have, Eris and Red 13 back in my party now, but I brought in Tifa and Barrett and got them up to, their second tier of limits as well. One thing you have to keep in mind for Eris, this is set, right? Is that Breath of the Earth, unfortunately, what it does is it cures all status ailments. So if you have Fury cast on your characters and you're trying to get them to build up their limit breaks really fast, she'll keep healing every time she uses it, so that can be kind of annoying. Or healing the status effect Fury every time she uses it. So you have to keep using hypers basically over and over again. A little bit annoying, but we can deal with it. But because all of that took so long, both stealing that weapon for Tifa as well as leveling up those limits, that's all the time I have for today. So that might be a pretty short episode for you guys, but that took me quite a while. So ask me any questions in the comments that you have, and next time we'll head to Fort Condor. Peace.